everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my detailed review and install of the Corsa 2.5-inch Resonator Delete Kit, available for your 2015 and newer 5-liter powered F-150. This video is going to cover my thoughts on the benefits of running the Resonator Delete Kit here from Corsa, what this thing is going to bring to the table as far as craftsmanship and materials, and then finally we'll quickly walk you through the install of the Resonator Delete Kit itself. And right up front, guys, you're dealing with 2 clamps here essentially, so 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. We will have a little bit more detail coming up later on. So the Corsa Resonator Delete Kit that we have in this video is going to appeal to truck owners out there for 2 completely different reasons. Now, first and foremost, this is going to be a great choice for truck owners out there who want just a little bit more sound over their factory exhaust system, but maybe don't want to go all in or over the top with a more aggressive system. And since this is a Resonator Delete, and since you are maintaining a majority of your factory exhaust system, you're going to be saving a ton of money when compared to buying an aftermarket catback. On the other hand, this is going to be a great choice for truck owners out there who have already pulled the trigger on the Corsa Sport catback system, but now just simply crave a little bit more volume. That Corsa Sport, it's a great catback. I have it on my own personal F-150, but it does maintain that factory resonator to help keep volume levels down slightly. By eliminating that factory resonator, throwing in this straight pipe here from Corsa, you're not only picking up a good amount of sound, but you're also freeing up some restrictions otherwise caused by that factory resonator. Now, Corsa is one of those companies that really just needs no introduction because they are one of the premier exhaust offerings for both the F-150 and the Mustang alike. This is going to be a little different from their normal offerings in the fact that you're essentially getting a 3-foot section of pipe as opposed to a full-blown catback, which again, the main purpose is to eliminate that factory resonator like we just talked about. So with all that said, let's talk about the sound profile a little bit more that you can expect when installing the Resonator Delete Kit on your F-150 with that factory exhaust system, like you heard with our sound clips at the very top of this video. And as promised, guys, like I've been telling you the whole time, with the factory exhaust system in place, you're only picking up the slightest increase in volume over that factory exhaust system. In my opinion, it's a little louder in person, probably a little harder to hear over the computer or your speakers, but it is there. So breaking out my Wake the Neighbor scale, with 1 essentially being a factory exhaust system, I'm going soft 2 out of 5 here on my 1 to 5 or 1 to Wake the Neighbor scale. With the factory exhaust system, you're really not gaining a whole lot, but pair this up with that Corsa Sport like we talked about a little bit earlier, and those volume levels jump dramatically. But moving away from the sound, briefly, let's quickly talk materials because obviously there's not a whole lot to talk about here. Resonator Delete's roughly 3 feet in length, 2.5 inches in diameter, 304 grade stainless steel though, guys. So even though you're not getting a whole lot of materials, what little you are getting is premium. They're also throwing in a 2-bolt flange here for the factory connection, along with a clamp here for the exhaust connection as well. So again, simple part, not terribly complicated, but it is very nice in quality. And speaking of a premium part, the Corsa typically commands a higher price range or higher dollar, and this really is the case here when talking about the Resonator Delete Kit, guys. You're looking at $200, which I know might sound a little excessive given what this thing is, but you have to consider maybe taking your truck to your local exhaust shop. I don't know if you're going to be saving a ton of money by doing it on your own. Also factor in that local exhaust shop may be using aluminized steel or even 409 grade stainless, not the premium 304 here that you're getting with the Corsa. So yes, $200 might be a little steep for essentially a straight pipe, but you're getting a little bit of a convenience factor here as well from Corsa. Switching gears, let's talk install, and again, not a whole lot to talk about, right? You get the theme here, guys. This is a very simple part, and as such, the install will be very simple as well. We're calling it 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. On the site, we call it 2 hours. In my opinion, that might be a tad excessive, but overall, here's what you're dealing with. A basic socket set. You have 2 bolts to deal with at the flange, 1 bolt to deal with at the exhaust connection to drop that factory resonator down. The Corsa piece is going to go in reverse order, but again, they include everything you need, including the flange, the new clamps, all the hardware, making the install very straightforward. So again, basic socket set, I'd say about an hour of your time is probably all it's going to take to get this puppy in place, but you should be making noise in no time. I really do enjoy the Resonator Delete Kit here from Corsa because it's a great way to get the smallest increase in volume on your F-150, and the best part is you really don't have to spend a ton of dough in the process to get that. On the other hand, if you're looking to really wake up that Corsa Sport catback exhaust system, this is a surefire way to do so. So that's my review of the Corsa 2.5-inch Resonator Delete Kit, which you can grab right here at AmericanMuscle.com.